So next year, I'm going to start a walk across the country in an attempt to raise $1 million for cancer research. I've got about 7 months to put myself in that position. So I'm going to film the entire thing. I'm going to document the whole thing on my channel. It's going to be a video every day. It's going to be a super fun, challenging way to help a lot of people. I need you guys, though. I need people power. So if you have been here before, you know, you guys like my videos or whatever, hit the like button. Consider watching this video just all the way through, because that watch time really helps push me into the algorithm. If you guys are brand new here, consider hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, going through, watching my channel, watching my videos, getting me into that algorithm so I can reach enough people that raising that much money for cancer research is like actually an attainable thing for me. It should be a super crazy journey. It's going to be really fun. Until then, I'm going to keep working on these videos, making them the best that I possibly can. I hope you all enjoy this video. I worked super hard on it. It's kind of ADHD, kind of like I am, because I came down here. I couldn't accomplish what I was trying to accomplish. Saw a lot of really cool and interesting things, though. Slept in a cemetery. So without further ado, I'll get into the video. Today starts with lunch at the Buckhorn Tavern. You guys know I'm going to get a green chili cheeseburger. Number 7 on GQ's 20 hamburgers you must eat before you die. Marlboro's number 3 baddest burgers in the land. Winner of Throwdown with Bobby Flay on the Food Network. The New York Times web. Paraje numero 1. Green chili cheeseburger. Never, ever disappointed. So I pulled over just to take a little break. This is a long road to get up here, but check out all these prickly pears, man. Those are going to be good to eat here pretty soon. And then, of course, the view. Stop for a little bit of that, too. So I was tasked by a friend of mine to get a picture of a specific formation that's out here. And I'm running into a lot of obstacles, a lot of private property. I don't know how to get to it. So I don't know if it's going to happen or not. I may have to figure out a spot to try to maybe park and put the drone up. See if I can do it that way. Okay, so the formation is actually on the backside of that. What you're looking at right there is called the Chino Mine, and it is a huge open pit mine. And I was hoping that I could come in from behind it and get a picture, but I can't get to it from here. So I'm gonna go a little further down the road. I was thinking maybe from the backside there would be like close-ish access to it, but I'm gonna have to go on the main road on the highway to the mine and then see if I can figure out a way around it from there. All right, so this is the road that GPS wants to take me on to get there, but that is for the mine only. So I believe the formation that I'm looking at or looking for is right in there. But as you can tell, the mine is it's massive and it's blocking everything. There's no way to get back there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure the drone is fully charged up. It's been a couple weeks since I used it. I just don't know if it'll fly all the way up there. And see if I can't get a picture of it via the drone maybe. So I decided to explore the area a little bit because I'm gonna wait until sunset to try to get the picture that I'm looking for. I didn't realize I was this close, but I ended up at Fort Bayard. So right now I'm gonna check out the cemetery for a little bit and the memorial, and then drive around the fort and kind of see what all is here. This is a pretty large fort that I have never been to. So I'm actually kind of excited to get the opportunity to explore it. As you guys can see, it's raining, so hopefully I don't get too wet, but let's see what's up with this memorial. Oh, it's Abraham Lincoln's address. So this fort apparently closed in 1900 from what I've seen so far. There's a museum, so I think I'm gonna run back over there after I explore after I actually explore the cemetery. I'll probably run back to the museum and see what's good with that. Now this cemetery is still upkept by the Department of Veterans Affairs. People are still buried here, but there's like a special plot up there that I want to go check out really quick. There's a couple of graves like this one right here. This guy, Texas Infantry in the Spanish-American War. Okay, so this right here is actually, it's a recent plot. I thought it was, something different, but I don't really like to look at recent graves because they make me too sad. The other people, they've been gone a while. It's not as bad, I guess. I don't know how to describe it, but I'm gonna park her right here. So this is the fort. like I'm in it right now. This is all the old housing and stuff like that. But I am going to check and see if any of these are open. See if number 52 is open. Oh, okay, no. So see, they have it like fake doors and fake windows pretty much, like painted on. So everything's boarded up. I'll find something for you guys. I'll find something. Still pretty crazy though. Seems haunted. See, I can't find the museum. It said, I followed the signs and I thought maybe this was it. But let's see. So your handbags and cell phones in your vehicle. Closed facility. No unauthorized entrance into this place, huh? No way. This says that it's open for recreational use. So I can technically camp here. This place is like extremely, extremely massive. But I finally found something that was open to explore. So let's check it out, huh? That's running. I could hear gas moving through that. Like an old officer's house, probably. Everything in here seems painted, like they're fixing it up, huh? Except somebody put their shoe print there. And there. I don't think that there's any light, but I think there's water in there. I can hear at least I think the toilet's running, which is crazy. I don't understand. This is one of the weirdest places that I've been to because a lot of the time, like you come to these forts and there's the museum's active or there's a gate to get in and out and they're preserving it. And I don't know what these are. There's a lot of laundry lines out here, but I don't know what these little shacks would be. But this is like, it's so strange out here. It has a really weird, eerie feel and feels pretty empty. And I just don't know what this would have been or could have been. Out here, there's a whole row of these. So if you guys know better than I do, unless it's like a mat, because there's so many, these are laundry lines, it seems like. Unless it's like there was no dryer and this is where they had washers. Power line's down right there. And then we got a dead deer here. This is a weird, weird place. I'm telling you, it's got a strange feeling to it. Check it out too, there it is. That's the kneeling nun right there, and then that's the mine. So I can see the nun from here. That's what I'm trying to get a picture of here in a little bit, but I think I'm gonna try to sleep here on the grounds tonight. It's I know I'm sorry, I can't get over how weird it is that just nobody's here. I know I've reiterated that like a bunch of times already, but it is weird. This building right here, on the outside, it says that it's a steam plant. And then it has like this. Yeah, see right there, it says steam plant. And then that's been like all torn up and everything. And then somebody just took a bunch of fire extinguishers and threw them around. There's like keys and locks. Safety and security reasons, please lock your vehicles. All this dust, I think, is from is a fire extinguisher, I think. Somebody was letting one loose in here. There's like pants everywhere, jackets. Let's see what's further back. First aid kits. Milwaukee tool. It's just a box. It's empty, but that's pretty. That is so wild, man. What is this? A basement? No way. I just had a hot water heater down here. And a creepy crawl space. Give me my flashlight. Let's see what this creepy crawl space has, huh? Some stuffed animals. Pallets. That's where there's a fireplace, and that's where the ash would be, where you clean that out. There's like toys. There's a bunch of toys down here. What is a Smokey Bear hat? A dog? Look right here, there's one of the, I guess it's an ash clean out. Okay, so this is the main visitor center parking lot. And there is some tour info right here. Check it out, there's a Roadrunner. But yeah, there's a tour guide and a tour box. Self-guided walking tour. But I guess that nobody staffs it anymore. It's just a landmark. They do have most of it pretty well boarded up to where you're not going to wander into most of the buildings. Like that says do not enter because the porch is fragile. So they have it to where you're not going to make it into most of the buildings. As you can see, I mean, I ended up in that basement and stuff like that. So, and then so this is saying that this was a tuberculosis hospital, one of the most advanced at the time. You can see right there, I believe, was in this field, because I think that those is this row of houses behind me. So the hospital's not here anymore. But there's some pictures of people who had TB at the time. Some kitchen staff, and that the hospital was pretty sizable. I think it was this entire field right here. Check it out. So I was walking around this building. Look at that. How bananas. Look at the old gurney. What? All right, so I was just live on TikTok for a super long time. A bunch of people from the area actually joined the live, which is really cool. They were telling me about it. And I missed the opportunity to film it for YouTube, which I'm really bummed out about. I actually met a lady that worked here at the hospital, and they lived on the grounds when they worked here. That was really, really cool and fun to experience. Unfortunately, I was told that I can't spend the night. There's a security guard that goes around the grounds and everything like that at night. So I cannot do that. I was going to ghost hunt, but it looks like I'm going to have to go down the road and find somewhere else to stay tonight. But Fort Bayard, New Mexico, I mean, super cool place, free to the public. You just drive right in. And yeah, that lady said that she worked in this hospital right here. And that was right here. And then she lived in one of the houses. She actually pointed out a house to me that she lived in. And also pointed out another cemetery that I will take you guys to right now for YouTube. Let's go hit up that cemetery really quick, because she said that they had to start it as staff for people that they would bury that didn't have family to claim them. So it's a different cemetery than the veteran cemetery that I took you guys to earlier. So yeah, I ran into a little old lady. She said she worked here from 1966 to 1994. And check this out. There's a rosary on the fence that I didn't even see earlier. And she said not only, so some of these people were actually people that worked here. Like she's like, oh, I recognize that guy. I recognize that guy. But a lot of these people were buried here because they didn't have anybody. So in the hospital that she worked in, as people would die, if they didn't have anybody to claim them, they would get buried here. So you'll see, like, some of these people, 1910 to 83, and it's so crazy. And then there's a lot of these markers. They're just sticks. A couple of them have been written on. I'll see if I can find one on the other side. A couple of them have been written on, but a lot of them haven't. And the ones that are just sticks that haven't been written on, nobody knew who they were. They just came to the hospital and they didn't even know who they were. She said that they were mental patients or had like Alzheimer's, things like that. And nobody knew who they were. And they just ended up at the hospital, and then they ended up as sticks. And a lot of these have fallen off. William Henderson, 1889 to 1972. So a lot of those have fallen off. Still maintained pretty well. Oh my gosh, hold on, look at this. This is the second dead deer that I've seen since I've been here. And this one got caught up on the fence. No way, that is disgusting. He just got caught on the fence. The Kneeling Nun, that's what I came out here to photograph. Most famous of the many historic landmarks in the Black Range country is the Kneeling Nun, so named for its resemblance to a nun kneeling in prayer before a great altar. Many legends have grown up around the giant monolith, which rests near the summit of the Santa Rita Range. And it really is a shame that this mine came in and made everything as ugly and inaccessible as it is, because the nun's right there. But I don't know how to get to it. Robin, I am so sorry. So the nice little old lady told me about a place up here that I might be able to stay. She didn't tell me that I could stay there, but she said that they protected a cemetery up here from these mines. And I just wanted to check this out really quick. Not going to go in it because it's posted no trespassing, but that's a pretty cool photo. Oh, wow. So this is the cemetery that Mary Lou, who was the lady that I met at the fort, was telling me about. And this is epic. Wow. And then look, you can see actually, because she said that they made an agreement with this mining company basically to protect this cemetery from the mine. That they said, it's a historic town. All of the buildings that are down in the town, the mine owns. I guess the mine owns all of this. But they made a deal with the mine that they would not mess with this property, basically. And this cemetery is actually huge. It goes all the way down. Actually, it's beautiful. And then the mine. That's crazy. I can't believe we do that, like, as people. I understand that without, certain mining operations, we don't have certain things, but it's just such a shame to see the way that it ruins the ruins the aesthetic of this cemetery, man. This is beautiful. December 19th, 1922 to June 9th, 1923. That's a sad one. Oh, there's so much here. Let's see. See what these ones are here. I can't really make that out. I think it's in Spanish anyway. This one, 1926. That's crazy. This one's leaning. The coffin's collapsed underneath. Sunk the ground in. Wow. What else do we have in here? Alfredo Lujan, 1906 to 1928. Like these three crosses here. These metal ones. 2, and 3. So this is the preservation she was talking about. October 14th, 1998. Basically, the mine agreed not to mess with this and the church, which I did not see on the way in. So I'll look for it on the way out tomorrow because I'm going to sleep right here. There's a like an urn right here by this tree. I don't know if I've ever seen an urn in a cemetery before. It's crazy because there's a ton of noise from the mining operations, but if it wasn't, this would be probably the most beautiful cemetery that I've been to. Look, here's Mary Lou on the board of directors for the preservation of the church and the cemetery here. That is so cool that we got to meet her. So they do work 24 hours a day at the mine, but at some point they stopped driving like right by me. They moved down. You can just hear them a little bit. So I had a hard time falling asleep. Not a hard time staying asleep. Now I'm having a hard time waking up. Pick one. So I tried to even put the drone up to get that picture, and the drone won't even make it as far as that is. So this mine is huge, but it scared me because I lost signal on the drone. I thought I was gonna fall into the mine. I was like, I lost my drone today, but it came back. The return to home worked, thankfully. But yeah, I lost signal there for a little bit, so I just can't get that picture that I came out here for. Just came down for breakfast here at Adobe Springs. It was like the only place that said they were open today, and I think I ended up downtown, which is kind of cool. I have never been to downtown Silver City, so I might do some exploring down here as well. Let's see what we got here. Before I take off today too, I'm about to head back home, but I wanted to check out this shrine. So the cemetery that I slept at, look, you can even see a piece of like old mining equipment right there. The cemetery that I slept at is up the road there. I saw this on the way back down this morning when I was on my way to go get those huevos rancheros. And actually I saw it yesterday too when I drove up, but I wanted to check out what this was all about. It's called the Santa Rita Shrine. It's got the veterans killed in Vietnam. My dad's a Vietnam veteran. Let's check this out. I'll zoom it back out. That's super cool. New shrine. Father Frank Sierra, pastor of Our Lady of Fatima Catholic Church of Bayard, dedicates a shrine to Santa Rita. Her statue was moved from the church at Santa Rita to the new shrine at the Crossroads in Hanover. Ceremony was attended by about 200 persons on Monday afternoon, August 28th, 1967. All right, so this explains a lot of stuff. In 1960, Kennecott Copper Corporation notified the residents of the town of Santa Rita that they had to vacate by 1970 due to mining expansion. All houses, buildings, and the Santa Rita Catholic Church were either moved or demolished. The statue of St. Rita was taken to the village of Central Miguel, I can't say that, and asked Kennecott officials for a section of land, and the statue was brought back with the blessing of the diocesan bishop of El Paso and the help of other Santa Rita residents. The shrine was built here. The former town of Santa Rita was located 1 mile east of this location. I do think that it's kind of crazy that a mine has, a mining company has, or did have that kind of power where they could just be like, yeah, you guys got to move. Sorry, we're making money. Isn't that crazy? So the mine, this is a mining observation point. They have a little spot where you can come and check it out and kind of watch everything that's going on. Just ridiculous how huge this thing is. I gotta pay my fee for the psychiatric help here. Annual visit to my bear.